What's up, my babes and my babes? It's your girl, London Ray here, and today is gonna be talk about it Tuesday. So, without further ado, I figured we should talk about the time I lost my virginity. Okay, so getting into the story, I lost my virginity at a really, really young age. Constantly, I regret it all the time. Every day, I always regret it. When I think about losing my virginity at a young age, I always be like, I wish I would have waited. So, I lost my virginity at 14. 14. 14. The crazy thing is I lost it at with a grown man. I think the man was like 20 or 21. We're gonna call him that guy, cause that's just what we're gonna call him, that guy. But anyway, it was kind of messed up how I met him. So I met him through a friend. Apparently they were dating before me and him started talking, but I got introduced. Okay, no, wait. I'm jumping ahead. So I had this one friend, we're gonna name her Erica. I had this one friend named Erica, and she was dating that guy's friend. We're gonna name him Stuart. She was dating Stuart. So Erica was dating Stuart, and I wanted a boyfriend, and well, I wanted a new one. I had one. I was dating Stuart's other friend named Cliff. We're gonna name him Cliff. I was dating Cliff, but Cliff wasn't, I don't know, he just wasn't something I wanted. And so I was telling Erica, I said, Erica, like, you know, me and Cliff are not together, but I want a boyfriend. I don't want to be single. And so Erica spoke to Stuart and was like, hey, you know, my friend wants me to hook you up with one of her friends. If anybody is like, anybody know me back in the day, that's how me and my friends, that's how we used to do things. Like, if I had a boyfriend, it's automatic like, oh, I need you to hook one of my friends up with one of your friends. It was always like that, or vice versa. Like, oh my god, it was so stupid and so retarded. But anyway, so Erica told Stuart that I wanted a boyfriend, and Stuart was like, okay, I got this one guy, that guy. And so, how did it happen? Oh, so we exchanged numbers somehow, and then we started talking for like a week, I think it was. And how I found out that that guy was dating one of my other friends before, we're gonna name her Brianna. How I found out that that guy was dating Brianna was, so I was always known for doing hair and makeup, like even back then as like 14. Like my friends liked how my appearance was, so they went for me to things. And so one day Brianna she was a white girl, by the way. Brianna was like, oh, I want cornrows, and I want you to cut bangs in my hair. And so I did. Oh my god, I wish I had the pics. But so I did her hair so nice. Well, I was starting to do her hair, and I think I got to like 2 braids, and we were sitting outside. It was hot that day, so we were sitting outside of my my duplex, and that guy I don't know where he showed up, and he was like, hey. And I'm like, hey. I'm looking up, and I'm like, oh, hey. And so I'm telling Brianna, like, Brianna, this is that guy, this is Brianna, this is who I'm talking to now. And She, at first, I had no clue because she was just nice and cool and everything. She's just like, oh, hey. And so I didn't think anything of it. And then, we were talking, everything was pretty cool, and she was like, she was conversating with him like it was nothing. And then it got to the point where, he was like, oh, I have a six-pack. Like, I don't know why he even came out and said, like, I have a six-pack or whatever. But he was like, I have a six-pack. And I was like, no, you don't. Like, you're lying. Like, I'm not dating somebody that good. But anyway, he lifted his shirt up and he was like, I don't have a six-pack. I don't have one. You sure? And then I was like, ooh, stop. Like, you know, my little self, like, stop, please, stop. And then out of nowhere, I'm like braiding her hair, and then she gets up and she storms off and she started to cry. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, did she get a bad text? Like, I'm thinking of anything that could come to mind. Like, maybe she got a bad text. Maybe it's her family, because she did have family issues at the time. And then so I'm like, I just told him, I was like, I'll be back. I gotta go check on her. Before I went to go check on her, he stopped me and he was like, that's my ex. And I'm like, wait, what? That's your who? And he's like, that's my ex. That's my ex-girlfriend. You didn't think to tell me this before? Like, here's my thing before I even get into the rest of the story. Here's my thing. I'm oblivious to the whole situation. I don't know anything. And the thing is, our other friend, so Erica, the one who hooked me up with him, she was our friend. She was me and Brianna's friend. So I'm like, you didn't even tell me anything. Like, nobody told me nothing. I would have never done that. Like, that's not who I am. But anyways, for him, I just felt so like wrong and sad, and oh my god, like it was really emotional that day, because it was like, for you to sit here, you come into my porch and everything, like, you know, I told you I was gonna have a friend over and I was gonna do her hair. As soon as you got there and you saw who it was, you could have been like, yo, I gotta come talk to you. Like, I gotta tell you, like, this was my ex-girlfriend. He didn't tell me anything until she like started crying, like literally crying. I felt so bad. Her face is so red. She walked off and started crying, and he goes, that's my ex. Anyways, so that happened, and then I went back to check on my friend, and I'm like, I didn't know how, at that time I was so young, so I didn't know how to like approach a situation. So I acted like I didn't know what was going on, but I really knew because he had already told me. And so like, I went to her and I was like, are you okay? What's wrong? And she was like, that's my ex. And the fact that he's gonna sit here and act like we didn't date, and he's gonna date my best friend, and like, I'm like, oh my god, like, this girl's pouring her heart to me. Like, so I'm just like, oh my god, Brianna, like, I'm so sorry. Like, if you want, I'll tell him to leave. And in the back of my head, I was just like, please don't say that, because I liked him still. But she was like, I do. I want him to leave. Like, I just want to get my hair done and go home. And so then, you know, I respect that. And I went to him and I was like, yeah, you gotta leave. And he was like, why I gotta leave for? And I was like, because Brianna doesn't want you here, and I don't want her to feel uncomfortable. You know, she's getting her hair done and you're here and you're like flirting with me right in front of her face. And yeah, you gotta leave. And out of nowhere, she came fleeing. I mean, yo, this girl came like a thief in the night or something. Like, I don't even know how to wrap my head around it. She came so quick. She was like, da, 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 you need to effing leave. Like, I'm getting my hair done. This is my friend. You're at my friend's house. Like, going crazy. Like, I'm just like, this is my face, literally. Like, I know y'all probably thinking, like, that's your friend. Like, y'all was friends before you and him even started messing around. Like, you could have stopped the situation. But I was 14. So I was so scared. Like, I didn't know what to do. But now going back to me losing my virginity, because I kind of went a little off topic, which is fine, because I don't mind telling my stories. But so I had him come over to my house, and I did this time I was sharing a room, but one of my sisters, she wasn't there. I forgot where she was at, but I snuck him in, and then I think he asked me if I was a virgin, and I was like, no, because back then that was like the hit thing to act like you weren't a virgin, and clearly you were. So it got to him to get started, and I just remember, like, as soon as he like put it in, I was just like, oh, like I did like a little and I had to like calm down, because I was like, oh my god, like, snuck him in, nobody can know that he's here, so why am I yelling? Shut up. Close your mouth, period. And then he was like, oh snap, he was like, you good? I was like, He was like, you want me to stop? I was like, no. And he was like, I thought you said you wasn't a virgin. I was like, I'm not, but it just hurt. I was capped, like, I was capped. But yeah, sorry, last day. And then like after a while, I think it went on for like an hour, but after a while I started realizing, like, this isn't satisfying. Like, it doesn't feel great. And then, like, literally the next day, in the back of my head, I kept replaying it, and I was just like, if this is what sex is, then I really don't want it, because it didn't feel good to me at all. Like, and I remember the next day I just kept like getting really emotional, because it's like, oh my god, like, this is not something I could take back. Like, I'm 14 and I'm no longer a virgin, like, ever again. And so the moral of the story is, if I have any of my young teens out there watching me, like, please do not lose your virginity at a young age. Wait until like you know that you're actually ready, or just wait until marriage. Like, at this point, in this generation, just wait until you're married, because honestly, like, not a day goes by that I don't regret having sex at a young age. Like, literally, if I could go back in time and I could take that back, I would. Like, I would be a virgin today. That's all I have for you guys today. If there's anything you'd like to talk about personally, you can email me at bonbria95@gmail.com, or you could DM me on Instagram, MUA_LondonRay, or if you have my number, hit me up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell so you can get another video alert. Bye.